Hello, friends. This is part 2 of your podcast reviewing Chapter 1 for the AP Stats test. And what I want to do now is go through problem 1.57. It's on page 101 and 102 in your book. And this sort of incorporates all the things that we've done in Chapter 1. So you've got two types of corn. You can read the problem yourself. And the first thing they ask you to do is compute 5-number summaries. Now, you should already know how to get into the lists. If I hit Stat, Edit, I'm in. I have already loaded the data in lists 5 and 6. All right, so you can see 380, 361 in lists 5 and 6. They want 5-number summaries. Okay, so I should be able to do that. Stat, calc, one variable stats for L5. Boom. And I'm going to cut and paste these in. All right, so that's for my normal corn list, and now I'm going to do the same thing for L6. And I'm going to cut and paste these in. All right, so part A, we'll do in blue. They ask you to compare the 5-number summary. So obviously you got to know what the 5-number summary is. All right, so the minimum is lower for the new corn. So just to remind, this is new. I'm lying. It's not new. This is normal corn, and this is the new corn. All right, so lower minimum for the normal corn, lower first quartile, lower median, lower third quartile, lower max. Okay. Okay, so what does this mean? This means the chicken fed with the new corn were bigger at every point in the distribution than the chickens fed with the normal corn. All right, so you would write some sentences about every level being higher, and the chickens are bigger on the new corn. All right, so that's part A. Part B wants to talk about the mean and the standard deviation. So again, everyone should know this. Means are X bar. And again, the average weight was 402, 403 if you round for the chickens on the new corn, and only 366 for the chickens on the normal corn. And here's the standard deviation that I'm talking about right there. Okay, and you can see there's less variation on the new corn as well. So what this means is most of the chickens on the new corn are going to be between these weights, this weight, plus or minus the standard deviation, and most are going to be here. So you can see, just like I got in the 5-number summary, uh, the new corn is making the chickens bigger. All right, and to wrap up in part C, all they do is ask you to convert the centigram, the grams to ounces. They give you conversion factors. So basically, if you divide each number, okay, so I can divide each of these numbers by 28 point, whatever they say, 28.35, you're going to get the same thing. So basically, the point of this part C is that even though I changed the units, the middles are still going to be the same, and the spread, as described by the standard deviation, is going to be the same. Okay? So basically, again, just interpreting and comparing two sets of data. All right, that's it. Test on Friday.